70 producers including Timbaland, Illmind, Boy Wonder, and me? This is what happened when I spent a week working with the biggest music producers in the world, and how you can get invited to the next one. So what exactly is a producer songwriting camp? The idea is that if you put the best producers with the best writers, lock them in a room together, they're gonna make some hits. And in a way, I'm living proof of that. It's actually how I got a placement on this beautiful record right here with Travis Scott and 21 Savage. To get to this song camp, I had to be at the airport at 4 a.m. because I live in literally middle of nowhere, Canada. And after a long flight, I landed in Miami, ready to get to work. So the main goals that you should be focused on when you go to your song camp are as follows. Network, network, and network. At any camp, you're gonna walk away with some incredible music. I mean, there's talented people in every single room. But what you really wanna focus on is walking away with some solid relationships. And you need to think about after the camp. What are you gonna do to stay in contact with those new connects, and how are you gonna continue to create new opportunities? And this is how Niagara Falls came about. Yes, it was at a song camp that I originally connected with Alan Ritter, but it was the plan that I created using what I now call the producer success system that helped me stay organized and consistent after I returned home and continue to build on those relationships. So for this camp, I am 100% using the PSS again. I'll make sure to leave a link to that below. All right, I made it. I'm here in sunny, beautiful Miami. Today is the first day of the sessions, so I'm actually on my way. I got an Uber coming in a couple minutes here. To be honest with you, I'm feeling a little nervous, you know. There's a lot of big producers and stuff going to be in the room, and I want to show them what I'm capable of. And yeah, hopefully today is a good day. Illmind and Don Mills' house/studio was amazing. It was crazy. It had a pool, DJs, a coffee truck, and of course, as you can imagine, walls filled with plaques. Day one started out in Illmind's studio, and I think he actually perfectly described what music producers actually do.
We're just a bunch of unemployed dudes. We have no idea what we're doing, if we're getting paid. We're just a bunch of bums.
In the next session, I cooked up a complete banger with my boy Kentucky Clay, and then something really unexpected happened. The female that was serving us coffee today, she actually played us one of her songs, and it was fire. And so Lyric actually asked her to come in, and we cut a song to one of my beats. I mean, for her, this is like the perfect occasion. Here she is, an up-and-coming artist that happens to be at this songwriting camp with like Grammy winners, Billboard charting producers who get to hear her voice and ask her to come into a studio session. You know, this is where, you know, dreams essentially are made. This right here is a great example for any up-and-coming producer or artist. Great opportunities don't just happen, so when you see one, you need to grab it. And to end the day, Don Mills and Illmind gave us a motivational speech.
We feel like, you know, all of you guys are here. It's a lot of our friends, colleagues that are here, people that we respect so much. And it's a beautiful thing to come together and do this camp with you guys. So we're very appreciative of you guys taking time to be here. Some of you guys came from out of town. Some of you guys could be at other sessions, but you chose to be here. So we really appreciate you guys.
And listen, guys, here's where I fucked up. Like an idiot, I left early to prep for day 2, and I missed cooking up and partying with Boy Wonder, Il Angelo, and all my other Canadian brothers. But what can you do? Fuck! Okay, it is day 2. I had a wonderful day yesterday, very excited. The way they kind of broke this up is that they had sessions in the morning, midday, evening, and then late into the evening, I believe, till like 3 a.m. So today I have a midday, and then the evening, I believe I'll be in Illmind's room again. Every single day you kind of switch up. You work with like 4 or 5 new producers, so it's just a chance to network, get to hear from other people's perspectives on music. And so today I'm excited to meet with more producers. I think I banged out like 7 or 8 beats yesterday. Hopefully do it again, and hopefully, fingers crossed, one of those is that next big Drake record. Day 2 for me was all about flipping some classics. In Illmind's studio, we made a crazy I'm a piano beat with a song you'll probably recognize. My next session was with Aaron, Spanker, and Renegade. Go. And we flipped this Houston classic. For your first song camp, here is a huge hack. Come Come ready with samples. I know it sounds super obvious, but a lot of producers neglect this. So show up with a lot of samples. When you meet these new connects, get their number, their email, whatever it is, slide them a Dropbox link. That way, when you're working in your studio session, they can be loading up your samples in their studio session, and that's how you can get multiple potential opportunities happening all at the same time. This is literally how I double my output at these camps and create more opportunities for myself. Another beautifully hot day in Miami. It is day number 3, headed back to the studio. It's 10:46 a.m. I got a studio session at 11, another at 3, and then I believe tonight we're having a little kind of get together and party. Last night actually got to meet Timbaland for the first time. Myself and Spank, who's this producer from Amsterdam, incredible producer. We really locked in. We did 3 songs, me, Spank, and Mitch. We were on a roll from the morning all the way until like 1 a.m. last night. I believe Timbaland, Boy Wonder, a bunch of individuals are gonna be here tonight. We're gonna take a listen to some of the beats and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get kind of everything ready, send it off to Lyric, and hopefully tonight we'll play them, and hopefully the GOAT, Timbaland, likes something that we did, you know? On day 3, I went back to the studio. I had a session with Eastbound, and I had a chance to show him the plugin I created called Scorch, and we came up with a crazy idea. If you don't have Scorch yet, don't worry, I'll leave a link to Scorch at a special discounted price down there. So the big question that's probably on your mind right now is, how do you go to a song camp? The answer is actually more realistic than you think. So there are 2 kind of camps. There's invite only, like the Miami one, and there's actually paid songwriting camps that you can attend if you're willing to invest in your music production career. And I know what you're thinking right now. If you pay to go to a songwriting camp, it's not gonna be anything like I was just at. Literally just a few months ago, Illmind put on a camp with Wallace Lane, and some of the biggest producers, including a bunch that were at this Miami camp, all were in attendance. There's also a bunch of organizations who put on song camps depending on where you live in the world. Some of these can even be free, and some of them, you'd be quite surprised at who actually shows up. I'll make sure that I put links to those organizations in the description below. This was hands down one of the funnest weeks that I have ever had making music. I made some great connections with some really awesome people, and I really want to thank Don Mills and Illmind for putting on such a wonderful time.